It all started out because Michael Paris asked Bill, can we come up with an interesting way to teach Flash to students? My name is Bill Dubois, and I'm a professor emeritus from the Rochester Institute of Technology, and I'm one of the 4 coordinators of the Big Shot for RIT. And so we looked into the history and found that Osram, Sylvania used flash bulbs to light huge areas, invited communities to come out and be involved, and they opened all their cameras on tripods, and as soon as they said flash, all the flash bulbs went off at once. And that gave us the idea, let's take a group of students out at night, turn out all the lights on a subject, and see if we can light it with just the few students that were in our program. 35 students went out on that first year, 1987, to light the Highland Hospital in Rochester, New York.
It's been quite a learning process ever since then. The first year we had one 4x5, we shot only black and white.
The earliest projects were very simple. They were done on film. There was one photographer and one coordinator with the students. Hey! You see how well that worked?
The students were so excited, we knew they wanted to do it again. So sure enough, the next year we did the George Eastman House in Rochester, New York.
The second year when we did the George Eastman House, we went to 2 4x5 cameras and started shooting color negative.
We're really appreciative to all of their help and assistance, and our friends at Icon, and Arlington Camera, American Medicals.
My name is Dawn Tower Dubois, and I am one of the co-coordinators of the RIT Big Shot project.
And just like in this Big Shot, number 28, we have 38 students that raised enough funding to pay for their trip to come down and help us make this Big Shot a success. We like new challenges. In fact, every Big Shot we've done has new challenges involved with it, or else we might not be as interested. When we first saw the Cowboy Stadium, we realized it's a building with a glass skin. In order to light that glass, as a photographer, we all know you don't aim lights at glass and make it work. So we're lighting the surface of the parking lot to allow the camera to see the reflection in the glass, which should be the parking lot surface, and that then will make it glow.
So the logistics of producing a Big Shot on the scale of Cowboy Stadium are on many levels. Each day, hourly by now, we're still revising what we're going to do Saturday night, March 23rd, and trying to create highlights and control shadows and give the building a certain kind of lighting that couldn't be done in any other way than painting with light. Michael Paris, I'm a professor in the School of Photographic Arts and Sciences and serve as the Associate Director of the school.
One of the key points about working the lighting in a Big Shot is that you need to keep moving. You're always moving your light.
We have these cute little team cards that we're going to ask people to get so they know where to go within the card so that we can make it very efficient. We've given people instructions on how they're going to perform their job, when the shutter will be open, how do you communicate with people in a dark space. So we use blinking lights on hats for people, and there'll be red blinking light and white blinking lights, and sirens and horns, so people, if they can't see us, they can hear us. And so we've kind of taken 28 projects and taken the best of each one and work with them so that this project, which has its own unique, enormous challenges, will work well.
Get fly.
Every year we do this, it seems to grow bigger and bigger, and this of course is our biggest event yet, and we're hoping to get 5,000 people tonight. My name's Willie Osterman. I'm the chair of the Fine Art Photography program and part of the Big Shot team. The Institute is real supportive. Nikon Professional Service has been very supportive in many different ways for loaning us cameras and helping us financially. Arlington camera store here in Arlington has been really supportive. We did a few workshops over there this morning. Tactical Impulse, we're going to experiment with some very unique high-powered flashlights that are being used by police departments. It's a new design. We also have an ambulance company that is going to bring in an ambulance and park it right beside the camera.
When we went to Croatia was the first year that we shot digital, and so that year we took a Nikon D200. When we returned, we realized that we had such great quality from the digital image on the Nikon that we never even processed the color negatives from the 4x5, and they're still sitting in our darkroom today.
My name is Christine Bosworth, and I am an Assistant Training Manager for the MPS Services, part of Nikon. One of the biggest challenges that we faced with last year's Big Shot is that there might not have been enough staff members, Nikon staff members, to help with all the different facets of Big Shot. So this year, by having so many people here from Nikon itself, we've been able to troubleshoot cameras right on the spot.
Right there. Back a little. Whoop, good. Stop.
Bill will be up on the camera platform if anything goes wrong with the main cameras, and I'll be available for the 3D project cameras. There's one other switch on the side of your lens under VR. Make sure that's off as well. So we really want to be there for them to just make it all work.
It's on the web. www.at.edu/bigshot. I'm getting there. Just got